Hey guys, how you doing? So as you see, last 2 days worth of work. Ground some blades yesterday. Yesterday I spent a lot of days packing and everything. I shipped all the stuff, all those blades that sold in the last couple of days. Jeez, a lot of packages. Post office is awesome here. But everything is better here than in Brooklyn, it's funny. So what I did yesterday was I made another Excalibur. It's still not cleaned, it has some scratches. I definitely want to use it, test it. But as you see, I did Audi green and black, kind of like a tiger stripe, which I actually like. It's pretty cool looking. And this time I went with the copper pins, 3/16 copper pins, which I really like them. Look how they shine on it. In person they actually don't glow as on the camera. It actually looks like they're almost like glowing. They're not so shiny. They don't stand up as much, but they do stand up pretty cool, I think, in a good way. And I kind of like that, like they're kind of in the cross there. It's pretty nice. Just linear holes up front and in the back and up front. Nice and contoured. You see all those, that multi-position handle, here. Pretty cool. This one is nice and thin grind, really thin actually. It's gonna get some nicer, thicker bevel. It's, I would say it's almost as thin as that first one I made for myself. It's pretty nice and very light in the hand actually because of that. And you see I ground some blades that I'll probably leave it for Monday, tomorrow, Sunday. I'll should have some family time. So these are just stone wash, just a quick pre-stone wash. They still have to go back because when I do the handle, obviously I sand all the edges around the handle, so they have to go back to the stone wash. Ground this little guy, pretty cool grind on it, I kinda like it. And then bunch of EDCs, 2 with the kinda straight plunge line down, and 2 with that kinda like a slicer grind. But the main thing is what I wanna show is my revenge to Ferrum Forge, Elliot. A good buddy, Elliot Williamson, spent I think an hour and a half yesterday on the phone with him. We always talk about so many things, pretty much everything in knife making. It's all different ideas and different, like a lot of times I pick his brain up about folding knives and asking him why he does that, why he does this. And he's always very helpful to respond and reply, and we discuss things. So my revenge for him hooking me up with his really beautiful knife is me doing this for him. So EDC number 7, lucky number, some would say lucky number 7. I did have problems with the lug on this one for the first time, so I had to take it apart many times. But on the end it is the best one so far that I've done, because one of the things we've talked about actually make that the spring relief thinner and kind of wider, so there is not so much pressure and it's still plenty strong. It's not like it's not gonna make it weak. It's actually still thicker than most of the frame lugs you would see. It's super smooth, centered, lug is rock solid, and actually not even that late, if you see. And I do like it. Actually, one thing I want to point out is you would think that it's actually like I don't know, what would you say, maybe 1/3 or almost half in, but actually not, because what I do is I learned that from Kylie, and I know a lot of other makers do that. I think Jeff does it also. You knock off the edge from the titanium here, so you kind of can eliminate the shearing effect in if you would put enough force on the blade, if you would have earlier lockup. So you kind of knock it off, so it actually is not engaging on the very corner of the lug wire, but actually like micromillimeter in, like outside actually. So what looks like it's like, let's say 30% now, it's actually, let's say 25% or 20%, whatever. Screw with the numbers, but you know what I mean. I did my Gavko handle, and then the flats got the little crater pattern, and they're kind of connected with these lines, and I kind of mimicked it on the other side as well, and the matching pocket clip. And I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but the whole handle was anodized blue, then stone washed nicely, and then anodized gold. So you have kind of hints of blue and gold on those you know, everywhere else besides the holes. The holes obviously kept the nice and crisp blue. And then I just matched it with heat anodized gold screws and gold standoffs. And the 3 holes are kind of re-anodized gold. I do like this one a lot. This one is the best one out of them. The action is just, this one isn't even hard to flick open anymore, you know, like the detent, because the lock is, the spring is not so strong, it's putting less force on the detent, so the detent isn't as strong, even though it's still plenty strong. Like, it's not so easy to flick it open. You really have to give it a good flick to flick it open. So the detent is still there, nice and solid, but it just works so much better. I'll probably actually even tell guys who is Sebastian, Bob actually did this today, the day after I shipped 3 knives. But if guys will want to weaken it up, I can actually just refit all the older blades also with the wider lag relief. You know, this is actually 2-inch diameter, before it was only 1 inch. So you have a springier spring, if you would say it like that. I don't know how else would you say it. I think that's the best way to say it, springier spring on the lag. So let me know what you think, guys. I am excited. This is the first knife I think ever that when I showed it to my better half, she actually said, "Is that for me?" Like, excited kinda. So that means it's probably pretty nice, at least for her, you know. I guess it's not everybody's taste, but I do like it, she likes it. And I hope it's gonna be kinda Elliot's taste too. I know he does like that cratering, he does do it often on his knives. So I guess it is kinda his taste, we'll see. And I can't wait to see, you know, kinda his pointers and advices once he gets it. It would be cool if he would maybe like retrofit it with like bearings and a hobag rolling detent and all that stuff. I think that would be funny. But I honestly don't think that was a miss. I honestly don't think it needs it. I think it's, I mean, it would be improvement, but it's a perfect knife. It's really nice and smooth. Now I don't think that many people would have problems to open it, flick it open with the weaker, you know, softer spring. It's really nicer, much nicer. So guys, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.